There we go. I was just saying when the DJI mic is on. See, I've got no camera in my window in my picture-in-picture at the moment, so I don't know if it's on, and I've got to go to broadcast options to make sure the mic and the camera is on when I've got the VR on. So when I take the VR off, it switches the camera and the mic off, as far as I know, because I just did it then and they were both off. Now the camera is on, but it hasn't got a logo for the camera. It has a logo to say the camera's on or the camera's off when you do that fast click through the broadcast options, without going to the broadcast options, I should say, just to confirm the broadcast on. So you open it up, the broadcast on, it's got a camera icon or a camera icon with a slash through it. But when the mic's not on, it's got a mic icon with a slash through it. But when the mic is on, it doesn't have an icon. So you've got to go to the broadcast options after you click through what I just did then, just to find out if the mic's on. And funnily enough, when I've changed from, like, I booted up the stream and the DJI mic's been the primary source of audio, it's good. But when I've booted up and I've got the menu music on, and there's no menu music at the moment because I don't have music, just sounds, those sounds. So when those sounds or frequencies on the mixing desk of YouTube accepts those, mixing desk or the algorithms or however the digitalized version of it accepts from PlayStation those sounds, it overrides them because they're superior digital sounds than a mic with an analog or even a digital mic like that going through USB. So the DJI mic is inferior to the menu sounds. So the DJI mic, if there's no sounds in the background and I click broadcast now, the DJI mic's on, I start talking before any sounds go through, YouTube then says, oh right, that's the audio we're accepting, that's the premium sort of frequency to accept it at, to optimize it, and then the stream continues at that. It's like it locks it on, locks it in. And then the background audio, which is like digital hi-fi fidelity or whatever Sony produced for their game, goes to YouTube. You can't, with the human ear, hear the difference. So those sort of pings and music and either race music or engine sound and stuff like that, that's all going through like hi-fi mixed, rendered, good quality to YouTube. And YouTube goes, all right, I'll set the frequencies for your stream, for the audio input at those sort of sounds. And then you go to use your mic, or you plug your mic in after the stream started, and it's not. That's where the consistency, I think, that's just my fucking spitball theories of relativity, is why there's no consistency, because that's a good mic and I've had it streaming good. But it's like when you open up YouTube and you watch a video and it's like 360 or 480 and you've got to select your viewable options. Well, I'm ripped off from my desktop. It's like it shows now. I've got icons that show porn on ordinary catwalk model freaking background visuals that I sometimes have as a screensaver or whatever on YouTube. It's got good music, house music or listen to all the stuff, and catwalk models in swimsuits, so I just fucking watch those videos, as you do. But now I get freaking full naked women, like full frontal nudity as the thumbnail. So they've got me under the thumb. They know I watch porn, as you don't. Nobody has ever watched porn on the internet, and they know that I watch these. Call it sexy. It's not erotica or implied porn. And they show me visuals of visual thumbnails on my, what do you call it, your feed or your desktop, your supply of recommended videos of full frontal nudity on YouTube. And I didn't think you could even show nipples. So they've got me under a thumb. Either they know that I can't do anything about it, or I click on the video to report it, or why would I? It's just a fucking video. And it's not nudity, it's just catwalk models. But the thumbnail full on is, and they're recommending these thumbnails. So I click on the channel, and I go, what the fuck is this, a porn channel that's just showing catwalks or what? And it's like spam. They're advertising fucking, what do you call it, like those emoji tiles to give people banners, or thumbs up and shit or something. I don't even know what they are. They were tiles of some descriptive animation variety. So there's no consistency. I had my channel wiped for having, I guess, a privacy playlist that I've uploaded clips for shits and giggles and obviously nudity and all sorts of funny shit. But I've kept it private, and they eliminated my channel. So after finding out what the cause was, it must have been this. 100 videos later of all of these thingos, they just decided to do it all of a sudden. I'm like, well, it couldn't be that, because I've been doing it for God knows how many years, few years, whatever. And they've never flagged or copyright or given me any warnings. And then all of a sudden my channel was gone. So it must have been that. But they've gone and grabbed my IP or Mac, and now they can pretty much have me under the thumb or blacklist me or whatever, to then send me fucking thumbnails of full frontal porn, full frontal nudity, to advertise spam and shit from people that are getting through to YouTube, that they obviously have in some sort of uploaders wilderness of blacklist, because they probably keep doing it as a robot would, just uploads another spam channel, logs in as a fucking email, and that's all you need, and then advertises a sexy catwalk show of Miami or Paris or whatever with a thumbnail that has a nude model. So I don't know if they ban them or they wait for me to report them, but I had a playlist that was private. No one else could see it, and I think through the clauses that I read, I could give people the password to my channel, like do a global email to 100 people, and they would have like access, copyright reproduction of a playlist through YouTube that is all like nudity or porn. So that's the way that they differentiate privacy, is that it's private to me, and I could give my channel's password or access to one or as many people as I like, which makes it my privacy to share, but they're under the copyright exploitation of not allowed to show nudity and shit like that. So I didn't really know that. I guess that redefines privacy, because it's me saying, oh, well, it's private, but it's my prerogative to share privately to individuals. But a robot could spam a population of freaking people and just say, this is the password to a YouTube, check it out, and it would have a playlist which is beyond their censorship, let's call it fucking the old school word. So I mean, there's a whole evolution of technology that's evolved from even the dictionary definable terms that we used to live by, which is private. It doesn't matter if YouTube can see it and go, oh, all right, it's private. So, but I really thought that YouTube wouldn't be able to see it because it's private. So why would they be able to censor it if they never see it anyway, because it's private? So then you think, oh, well, a robot must do it. No censor could filter through my videos, because they would have done it at the first video and gone, hey, if this is flagged, your channel is now suspended or under warning or cancelled. But it didn't do it. It did it like 100 videos later. So after 5 years, I'm like, oh, why did the channel delete? So as you can imagine, I'm going through this process again of learning about the internet and what the generation after me have just taken for granted as, oh, we just know that. Why would you put anything on the internet? If you do, it's on the internet, not if it's private or not. So you think, oh yeah, mobile phones and stuff like that. I'll just check the spec. Mobile phones and Bluetooth, they're all under the ability to get hacked. But why would anyone hack your channel? You know, you've got things like safe for payment schemes and things. Wow, your channel's hacked, somebody sees it. Anything can be seen on the internet or downloaded from you, and your privacy's gone. And if you've got your face on it or your kids on it or whatever, it's not good. But anyone can hack into it. But why would they? There's billions of people, and you're just an unlucky one. Or you've got a payment system that enables them to get your details, and then like not only your security of your face or your content is exploited, but you can get completely, financially ripped off or whatever in that respect. So they have these website protection things like PayPal or whatever, protection payment system you go through that enables you to make secure transactions and stuff. Doesn't matter what the website. So privacy is still privacy. But even they can be hacked. But why would they? It's not like worth the imprisonment or incarceration from international laws and stuff for what a middle income earner's bank balance or savings of one individual, when they can do it on a mass scale. And that's where you've got to be sort of concerned with a platform like YouTube, which is on one of those commercially mass scales. New definitions to the word, so I'm just learning, and it's more intriguing than actually necessary. Like, I don't need to just throw all my eggs in one basket and say, right, PlayStation or Sony provide this technology so YouTube then gets algorithms that aren't shit quality. I can't stand shit quality. I'll turn it off straight away, even my own shit. But some people don't watch their own stuff, so they... So where are we at? Maggiore, full course, and I think reverse is counterclockwise. Nations, yep, so that's counterclockwise. 3 people. There's not very many. Nations Living Legend car with the Yankees RTR Laboratory. That might be his little league of followers. Nations Practice, Lazy Eyes, and none of them are top quality connections. This one's got the most, so I'll jump in there. And Living Legend is the car. It's a Legend concept car from McLaren, which is a four-wheel drive hyper mega car. Just a hypercar, actually, supercar. And it's a cross, but what did I say? McLaren, Porsche Living Legend. So that's it there. It looks a lot like a beefed up rear-ended 918 coupe sort of. It looks very McLaren to me. Some of these in a McLaren P1, so they're right on the ball, but there's A drivers in there, so and Noodles is up there too, so I might chuck on the mediums, just check if they're on. RS, he's got full damage obviously, which is good, and he's on RS as well. Jim Bob's not worth the time of day, because that'll just mess things up and make things ugly. But I haven't been in the cabin of McLaren P1, so that'll be interesting to check out when I get around to redoing some of my time trial times. Anyway, we were in this car yesterday. Actually, these are engine swaps. That's what it was swapped with. They're the new cars down to the LC500 that are going to get engine swaps. So these are the 2 new race car engine swaps, 4 new engine swap cars with the update, the NSX Group 4, today's car, and then some supercars. These are the new car updates, which is the Skoda and the I'll Feel Your Pain EV car. So we're in this. We did some practice yesterday in both tyres, which is soft and medium requirement. Jump out on the mediums, do a couple of laps only, and then see what the hards are like, the softs are like in tyre tag. Bugger. So I'll just reboot my, calibrate my wheel. Go. That's annoying. And we've got no brake ballast. which is annoying because then when we get on the good tyre, race settings, heavy real sum, settings options sum. So maybe I haven't got a, no, the sport mode won't add a bias automatically, but I had a bias yesterday. It's not available. Alright. Oh. There's no tail flick, so the natural bias is a bit forward. Shit. Wonder if there's quali. Cool. Messy. Talk about having a dirty car. Not even the car. I thought, oh no, I'm going to hit him. Fuck. Woohoo! That was close. Belted it. Dirty. Tyre wears on. Third. Well, that's good. That was my first laps in the softs for today, but still a ways off, half a second. 49.6, I can only do a 49 high at best. But my target's about that, so I'll watch him in the race. I think a 49 mid might be doable. Actually, it might be a 48. No, that can't be right. If McKeown was on 46, 47, 48, 49 low. Yeah, it might be 48 high, 49 low. I think I've got a 49 1 or 2 or something. 49 low. Probably should start on the softs and see how long they go for, because it really is my first attempt at tyre wear, and that's the object anyway. See how long I get out of softs and then chuck them away 2-3 laps into the mediums if I'm behind the top 5. That's my basic rule of thumb, a strategy. Start on the mediums, chuck them away after 2 or 3 laps. But what is it, 15 laps? 16 laps, shit. I'll at least want to get 10. Oh yeah, double 10. I want to do the whole race, probably just throw them away after 1 lap. But I'll throw them away at the last lap if this is the case, because it's not going to make that much difference on the fuel deck. Not only the fuel deck's small, but it's only going to be 1 lap, whether it be but straight onto the softs on lap 2 or straight on the softs at lap 1. It's not going to make much difference, but a bit off the pace there. Yeah, I think I got a 49 low. Start in 1 minute. Fair enough. Five, 4, 3, 2, Magoo. We don't get any music, so that's the calming down period after the heated quali. But it is interesting, that brake bias difference there, especially at that burn left-hander. Dodgy as fuck. Rolling start, which is good for the road tyre. I don't know where I got this livery, it's not mine. The 917's a famous Porsche. Let's go. That's weird, having the invisibility. Woo! Yep, if you're on mediums, that's what my answer was. This is a friendly race, no use to put you under apex pressure. Whoo! Want to rear end anyone? Shit. Didn't mean it. And we're invisible, which is fucking ordinary for the caliber of close racing. I just want to give these tyres some stick, see how long they last, then just jump on the mediums. Oh fuck. Bad place. Well done, Nigel, mainsail. He's done well. Don't let him get away. Overshot. 3, 4. Oh yeah. They are looking after their tyres a bit. They're running together, I suppose. Oh, come together. What happened then? Big snap. Oh, pull in, mate. Oh, that's it. Must have got a snap and went left. Fucking, that a bad mistake. Oh, he's off. Oh! He's going to serve it here or next lap? Next lap. That first gear is a nice safe overtake, I think. The tyre wear's even and they are soft, so we'll get a lot out of these. There's that slide. Now I'm just starting to hone that corner. I give it too much. Whereas if I'm a bit more cautious. It's not really bad on the right hand side, which I thought it would be. It's a little worse. There's the fuel, good. Now I know it's got this engine braking, I can really put it under a lot of pressure because it's that digital rev limiter, which doesn't feeling it. like that. Give it some fucking oomph. Just to get some turn in. Without that rev limiter, I would have been out for all money. I just pushed the entry too much, and you've really got to trail brake in from a fair ways back. I think I'll just keep that nice and steady, that one. Otherwise that will interfere with the crest too much. So halfway. Tyres are looking good. We got 50. Oh, 51. I think if second place has done his tyre wear practice, he would be really prudent to be just hanging back and wait for me to jump on my mediums earlier than him anyway. He'll do one lap, because there really is a difference in the time there. Just a second and a half, 2 seconds. You don't get much out of second there. It's more like controlled trail. But I'd say you get a lot out of second there if I'm in a danger situation. I can't believe the ghosting. You must have ghosting strong. It won't be like that in the race, I can't imagine. You on high. Shit, it's feeling it. Last lap, pretty good telemetry. Don't want that one, slows you down a heck of a lot. Same with this one. You just smooth it off. Well, and miss the ball. Braking's a lot better than the engine there. Didn't need it. The difference between the decel up the hill and the decel down the hill is massive. Catching a slide on that line every time. I've got to change the line. I think I was getting 151s. Fuck. On medium, so I might change after this next one. Do 3 or 4. Plus it's going to be a lighter tank for the mediums to be pulling. We should have done it this lap, deal with traffic, but it'll be fun just to be racing next to somebody for a bit. .6. Boop. 20 is probably the length of the pit stop, so they were about equal, unless he's on mediums. If he's on mediums, I doubt it. Use them up. Hate that wall. This track. Out lap 59. It's already half a second up on my worn softs. It's just distracted me. So with the quality, could be a halfway, a bit more half and half. Unless I just don't burn them so much. So if you got slower laps, you want to get as much out of your tyre as possible. So you want a fast, consistent lap. And tyre saving is not that easy to do. I try to stretch it and see what my delta is on a 150 high. Was my best lap, and I'll just see how consistent it was in the replay. Only 3/10 down on a push lap. They should all be push laps because I've got tyres to burn. So I might even up that 4 or 5 laps. It's a slow speed, it's not that great. Oops. 51s. Get distracted by looking at that heads-up display because I blank it out, I don't even see it. And then when I start looking at my time, lap time or sector times, it brings the fork. You've got to refocus front to distance again. And it might seem easy but when it's right in your face, there is a fair bit of distance to actually make your eyes do. So it is better to not have it, but I need it for a strategy, especially in a first split, just to know what lap it is. I remember when I first got it, I was watching Ferbs, shout out to Ferbs, and he didn't have it on, and I thought, fuck, how's he going to know? And there was a strategy to it, and he had the dudes in chat counting for him or reminding him like a marathon enduro or something. In an official race, I can't rely on guesswork for the strat. Yeah, so my last lap was a push lap, and it was only 3/10 off or whatever. So I'm just sort of taking it easy now. I might do one last heave for this last one just to see how it is on slightly worn tyres, but I think my strategy's off by a lap or two, because I was delta freaking 1.7. Split. Alright, let's do one. Finish strong. Thought I missed it then. Three or four. No. I definitely think it's, yeah, 5 or 6. That's if you get used to your mediums. If you've just done soft practice, sure, you could probably have a lot less and a lot less chance of spinning out or hitting a wall. Damage is damage. You got 5 laps to go and you got damage. That's 2 seconds off every lap for sure, at least, plus the crash. It's only 15 seconds slow there, 20. Which is a fairly solid win. I mean, who knows who these guys are, obviously need practice, but just want to check the consistency of the times and then maybe do a half-hour crunch before I grab up some lunch. And then it's just have a jam, have a race. If it is close racing and the ghosting isn't strong, it'll be as good as last week. I'm really surprised. Like last week we did have, in 3 splits, only 2 Muppets, and I was one of them, so 3 Muppets, because I full-on lost control coming out of that tunnel. Lap 2, hit the car in front, he went wide and then got in a battle of 3. I was then up the straight, not going to give it back unless before the end of the lap they caught up, but I wasn't just going to dive myself into it, make it a battle of 4. It would have made more of a mess anyway, just to give the position back. So he did catch up later in the race, and if I can find near death, shout out, fucking sorry, but I didn't even know who it was at the time. I was just thinking it was this car or that car, but it was definably a different car than in the pack. So I don't know, I just feel guilty when I'm a Muppet, crash something, like push past someone, but I got him sort of twice. Felt bad after I watched the replay. I bet we do. That's enough for me. I'll do 3 more splits tonight. Oh, it's already 12:30. Oh, I didn't grab the replay. Fuck me. But that's alright. I know it's 5 or 6, depending. I can't see any point in getting the advantage. It's to make up more positions when you're all concertinaed up at the start of the race. Top 5 or not, I'll probably start on the softs. at least for the first split. See how it pans out. If I do get wasted by the end of the second stint, maybe revert, but I think you could probably make up and cover mistakes of silly people at the start of the race on your prime tyre. There's not going to be that much tyre dig. Even though there is full on 6 laps, that's nothing. And there's probably more tyre dig on your mediums, which cause, well, for me, I can go all the way to the bottom of softs and not crash. But as soon as mediums start to go off about a quarter, they're done for me. I can't hold the same line. I've got to really change the whole lap put together. So I had a pretty fun race in the SLS, AMG SLS. I hadn't even had a go at it because there's always the AMG GT or the GT Black, which I got at the start of the game, and never even put a kilometre on the SLS, and it was really fun. Nice car. I don't know how overly tuned I had it, but I remember thinking the Group 4 Veyron would do this with the engine swap. Not too sure how bad it is on tyres, but I didn't get to complete my hot lap yesterday. And I've got it tweaked up like 770. I don't think you can go more unless I put the softs on, which I've got to buy. So hopefully it comes in under with the softs, because I'll probably do the first 2 laps in the softs and then finish on a stint on the medium, on the soft to finish. It's not even compulsory tyre. This race is easy. If you got the right car, they are stupid AI in places, but I think with each update they're getting more aggressive. So people that have played it longer are like, oh, the AI, gee, I'm surprised you did that, you dirty bastard. I won't do that to someone else, type of thing. It's sort of pointing out that they're more dirty, but the better you get at a race, the more aggressive you can be where you know they're bad, and if you dive bomb them or do something really aggressive, they'll sort of be aggressive back in a bad way. So where am I? 768. Didn't go up that much actually. Oh, I didn't put them on. 780. That's not too bad. So yeah, I did like probably 5 laps in this, and recorded a time in my TT for the Nürburgring Nordschleife. It was medium tyre, maxed out at that 760 mediums, and I think it was like a 625 or something. Pretty good time, but it didn't record it. So my fish was this big, and I freaking slipped the knot. Alright. Fucking hit him. Hit him fucking hard. Might as well hang in there. It's not heavy damage or anything, my fault. I do have to reset it because I'm having trouble seeing over the dashboard at the moment. Fuck me, 4-wheel drive. It's heavy. No talking, I've got to concentrate here a bit. Because if you don't get ahead at the start, the leader gets away a bit. So I'll just reset the frickin' seating position here. Down a bit, there we go. That's without rear bias. A lot of tyre wear already, so that was a bust. I might start on the mediums. Really got to get these 2 laps in. Usually, yeah, keeping up with the Ford here is pretty good. That's with 2 crashes and 3 slides. So it is a bit hyper. That was coming in quick. Okay, I've got to be a bit tyre conservative. They're bald. They fucking lost it. Engine braking fixes that up. Smooths it off. less caliper braking. Oh, I know I'm doing well because I didn't back off that fuel, and it's a thirsty girl. You just took that line right off me. Oh, forward. What are you doing? Nice, nice fucking round the outside. Group 3 downforce for that. I'm Group 4, so high speed, you get more downforce. That looked good round the outside. Thank you, Ford, Henry Ford, for that alone. Go on him. Oh, I'm gonna hit. That was a moment. Probably shouldn't have gone him. Tyres are done. This might be a bit harder than I thought. I missed that braking point. Didn't want to make it so hard on my tyres there, but I'm going to have to pit at the end of this lap and maybe put mediums on for 2 laps. Oh, don't be on the outside here. That's exact. Oh, it's a good switch. These tyres are cooked. I'm just coming up to the freaking ridge road, the ridge section, and I'm bald. So brake and change at the top, double brake at the bottom. Oh, the grassy knoll. Oh, sketch. Not so good. I think at the end of 2 laps I get to 5th. So at the end of 1 lap, and the tyre's being cooked, this is going to be more difficult than I thought. Much more difficult. Driven hard's many a day, so... Oh, it's the fuel. Now I've got to sit on 6 the whole way. I've got to sit on Eco 6 fuel to get 2 laps, because that's 1 lap. With not really conservative fuel save. I was on 4 or friggin' 6. So I'd say it should have been better. Medium stop. Safely. Or just slower softs. Henry Ford, you're a genius. Shit, I'm gonna do my fuel. Run my own race. See where that gets me. Oh, you son of a bitch, picks up speed. It's not like a race car, eh? This is like a freaking drag car. I did make a strategy error there, getting the hards, and I realised it was nil. It's 1 lap. I don't think I can make it on fuel. Not gonna make it. $230, $240. Oh, that's different. These tyres are going to go off, so even if I do save enough fuel, I don't know if I'll get 2 laps neatly out of them. Or if I stop again, I get the luxury of another set of softs anyway. But I haven't optimised this lap. Should have punched this lap out. That was cheeky. And on a straight, so probably am better to punch this lap out now. So I don't think I'll win. Just coming a place is like a few 100,000 credits for the trouble. It has got too much, like 1200 horsepower is a lot. Right there. A little bit quicker. I could only get 355 last night. Oh, yeah. A little less fuel, I suppose. It's nearly empty. Should have done that to start with. If I got 2 laps out of mediums, yeah, maybe. Especially with them all bunched up, doing AI things. You've got to get so many positions in the first lap that it's worth going out on softs, but I suppose if I was more cautious on the softs, they wouldn't have been burnt to a crisp. I didn't know that they'd be that bad. Like, seriously. Seriously, that bad. See what I can do on the softs. Oh no, these are mediums. That's right. And it's on Eco 2. Well, that's not a good start. Oh, behind the pit. Not an ideal start, really. But engine swaps are generally frowned upon by the AI. They sort of give you a harder difficulty level almost. As well, I've noticed it's just that usually they win so easily. But not this one necessarily, I don't know about this one in particular. Oh. Just remember, you get a lot of speed up. Not good. And too fast for that corner, so my downforce is off. Yes. Oh, not all the way. How annoying. Like, last place, really? I was actually coming out of the foxhole. I was weighing up whether that's going to be enough fuel, and it's really not. It's a thirsty puppy. See if I can miss my braking zone this time. Almost. Kobayashi Kawasaki. You're not gonna make it. No, you're not gonna make it. You just gotta make it to home. Oh, that's my alarm going off. All 4 adventures on TV. I was going to grab a sandwich and watch that. So kind of glad the race is finished, but I won't get to do it a second time this stream. I think if you get here with 10%, you can get home on 6 with most cars, but I might make 3 or 4 cars there. 10. 9. Oh no, they're not out of fuel. I thought they were out of fuel. 7. That gear's too low. I don't know what's going on there. It's revved out instead of saving fuel. 2. 1. Got more momentum than you. Oh, we got 3 or 4 cars out, alright. Ah, what a shame. Could have done better. Could have done better. But that was just not meant to be.